Welcome to another episode of Reseller Evolution. I'm Scott.
I'm Carl.
How is it going, Carl?
It's going all right.
It's going all right. Good.
101.
101.
New year.
Yes.
This feels like the first real week of the new year.
Well, it would be the first real week.
Well, yes. But in terms of getting back into things, Amy's back at work.
Yeah.
There's no weird holidays in the middle of the week or the beginning or whatever. Things are going out. Post office is open. Shipments are being done. All that stuff.
Yeah, it's funny how you're right. You don't really think about it too, but January 1st, nothing's really, everybody's still in that haze of holiday mode, but this would be the first real week. Yeah. To me, it's just a blur.
Yes.
I'm sure it's like that with you being retired too, right?
Oh yeah. There's no I was just talking about that last night. It's it feels like I've been retired forever and just retired. It's a weird feeling.
Yeah. I'm sort of I still have things I have to do. There's no question, but days don't matter. They're all the same.
Pretty well, yeah.
So it's hard to determine what a Saturday or what day of the week we are in half the time.
It's only Sundays that sneak up on me.
Yes, because you got to go to the.
Yeah, I got to go, and then I bitch about it the day before, and then I always have a good time.
Yeah. How could you not, Carl?
I know. How could you not? Well, they're putting a new person across from me, so that's good. I don't have to stare at clothing anymore.
Surprise! It's me. I forgot. I should have told you.
Yeah, you're just doing a little commute every Sunday. You know, the funny thing is, it's this guy who's selling this kind of, I don't even know what it is, but it's for your roof for water.
Oh.
But the worst thing is he has this contraption that has water flowing all day.
Oh.
So it's going to make me want to pee.
Yeah.
That thing across from us.
Or it can become irritating.
Yeah, maybe. Or I might just not hear a stream or something. We'll see. It's not music. The only thing I wouldn't want is someone playing their own music. That would irritate me, but it's not that. So we'll see. Anyways, it's better than staring at clothing.
Just turn your music up and turn it up loud.
Yeah, we don't have music. Well, we have music in the mall, but it's in a common speaker wire.
Yeah, but you could take your own radio in.
I could. Yeah. I could do anything I want in my little spot.
And blur but I'm just thinking you could blare your radio to the point where you can't hear his water.
Yeah, that'd be great. Can you imagine? Oh God. But I'm noisy enough. I have all my, I talk. I'm a talker for sure.
Yeah.
And Martin said it's I was waiting until you weren't busy, but it took a long time because you had so many visitors, right? Because anyone who comes in and talks to me for 1 second, I kind of grab and won't let go, right? Talk their ear off.
Please don't leave me.
Please don't leave me. I'm just staring at clothing all day. It got quiet enough for me though to count cardboard pieces for a board game. So at the end of the day, I had some, which is fine. I didn't get bored, but it was just okay, it got quiet enough for me to actually be able to do this. So, but yeah, sales have dropped off quite a bit already for me online.
You know what? I'm wondering, and we've talked about AI probably every single show. We probably will, but I'm wondering if you took a photo, if you flipped up all those pieces upside right, took a photo of them, and then submitted it to AI, if they could tell you whether that's a complete puzzle.
So we've actually talked about this before, you and I.
Yeah, but we talked about someday doing it. I'm just wondering if this is a process that could work.
No, I talked about this.
Oh, okay.
You're just bringing this up just because you remember everything I say. Obviously, you're just bringing this up conversational.
Sorry,
right?
Dude. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. It was a moment of my mind slip. I remember now.
I tried to get it to count. Remember this? I tried to get it to count the pieces.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking just something different than that, though.
Well, it's among the situation of, is this complete, right? I do ask that to it, right? But
Yeah,
to
but if you
these,
if you turn them all upside right and it could organize the image and put it together for you, not count the pieces, because you've even said it yourself. But if it says like a hundred pieces, well, there could be like 98, or there could be 105 to make it complete. It just gives you an estimate or something, right?
well, the box, like for puzzles, right? It gives you an estimate for
So
pieces.
even if
But
the box
this is
says
not a
100
puzzle.
and you count 100, it might still not be complete.
Not for these games, because these are the little, the cardboard boxes, little, sometimes they're unpunched
Right.
games, like Avalon Hill. There's a fixed amount. There's no like,
Oh, okay. Okay. I
right?
thought you were talking a puzzle. My mistake.
No, I was talking about a game.
Okay.
So, and I tried putting out all the little red pieces, and I said count it, and it was always just guessing.
Yeah.
And I tried working with it for quite a while, even putting in like groups of 5. At which point I've already done the work myself, but just to see, it didn't get it. It just kept estimating. So,
Well,
I
I
did
wonder if
try.
a puzzle, if it could do that though.
I think it would be guessing too, but I have a couple of expensive puzzles here, which would be nice if they could do it, but I just don't believe it.
Yeah.
I think he'll be very confident in his answer. Oh yeah, this is totally complete. Yeah, no problem.
It's an image of the mountains, the Rocky Mountains, and it says, yeah, that's a beautiful flower. Puzzle of
Oh
a
yeah.
flower. So,
And then
right.
it'll say, "Oh, sorry, Carl. Yeah, you're right. It's not a mountain. It actually is." Like, yeah. I've been down this route many a time.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, don't get me wrong though. I love using AI. It's just that you have to be a little. It's that friend who always wants to be positive,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's like, no, just tell me the truth, please.
I now that's the public version. I wonder what's really out there though, behind the scenes.
I'm sure they experiment with different levels. Like they probably have little sliders they can do of, because you can tell it to think longer, right?
And harder, yeah.
And right, and then at that point you'll get a better answer. I have done that, but I tell you, with accounting, like it would have been really nice to like just throw, like, even if it doesn't do the entire game, just throw out all the red pieces, because there's like, there can be 50, 60, 80, 100 of these things, right? And just tell me how many there are, count them, but it can do it. Not yet, maybe in a
Yeah, but
year.
even 100 pieces isn't that bad. Like,
Yeah,
right? If you get like 500 or 1,000 or 10,000, like, there's no way you're counting that.
true, but I have a lot of these games I need to count, so
Oh,
it's not just like one and done, right?
so it gets to the 10,000 point very quick.
Well, I just get sick of counting little pieces.
Yeah.
So
If there's 100 pieces and there's 10 games, like,
yeah, there's a lot. That's a lot of counting.
yeah.
Which is why I was doing it at the booth at the end of the day when no one's around, and I can just sit there at my little desk and do it. So yeah, I've tried it. I use it every week though, like for my accounting at least, and then anything else is a bonus on top of that. So did oh shoot, so for the booth it was like a medium week. It was between like, I think I did 160 or something, which is below my average of 200 now. So, but that's fine. Did do you keep your Christmas stuff all year round,
um
or do you even put Christmas stuff out?
well, I'm not big on having Christmas stuff, not because I don't like it, because it always sells, like it's good, but it's hard to find, and when I find it, I always find it they're asking a lot of money, right?
Yeah,
But yeah, I put Christmas stuff out almost all the time. As soon as I have it, I'll put it out. That's not to say that I won't find a box of something here with Christmas in it, but it's just because I just haven't got to it. You know what I mean? But I'll put it out any time of year. Like I'm not gonna display here's a shelf of Christmas stuff. But if I find something in a box, I'll put it in the booth.
right. Okay.
Um,
I sold a few, like I sold my like rubber face Santas this year, and an ornament or two. But I took it all, most of it I took out this last weekend, and I put them in boxes, and I'll save them for next year. I
I
know Christmas sells all year round. I've been told that so many times.
yeah.
It's just that in my booth, I really like having themes of stuff, not just one or two things. If I can, not everything's like that though, but if I can, I do it.
I find people are still in the Christmas mood for a couple of weeks after, like going
Yeah,
into January. So, you know, to hold it in there till the end of January wouldn't be wrong.
no, probably. I was just sick of looking at some of this stuff,
Yeah, for
but
sure. I get
yeah,
that too. Um, but I mean, I don't know. That's the way I look at it, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's right. I just, like I say, I just don't find things enough. Okay, put it this way. So I had a bunch of Christmas light bulbs, right? So they sold like hotcakes, and then at one point I think I just took them out. So I did take them out, but they were sitting there for a long time. But they were just bulbs in box, like new in box, right?
yeah.
But I think an ornament or like something you'd sit on the shelf and stuff. If I had a Royal Dalton that was Christmas, I think I'd just keep it in the booth, or the Royal Dalton Christmas stuff is usually quite expensive, so I put that online. But I wouldn't have a problem. I guess what I'm trying to say is just to kind of stop me from keep rambling on. But yeah, I wouldn't have a problem putting Christmas stuff out all year round,
Yeah,
or Halloween stuff for that matter.
Halloween stuff is definitely usually good.
Yeah,
Um, but
because it's just referred to as goth outside of Halloween.
yeah,
Like
I guess. But
or horror movie or
yeah, horror movies. So, anyways, yeah, I agree. I said, like I said, Chris. I've been told Christmas sells all year round. I just move things around a little bit. So, and then online was like I said, I sold a couple of things, but nothing too spectacular. Cameras are selling a lot for some reason. I've had 4 cameras sell in a week. So,
well, that's good.
how was your week?
My week it was good. I had a good sale, like on eBay. One guy came in and bought $600, six hundred plus
Yes,
dollars worth.
I saw that.
But I mean, the week was decent on eBay. That really boosted it up, obviously. And oh, the booth is crushing it. The booth, but it always does in January. But it's it's above expectations by quite a bit. So we'll see how today is and see how this trend goes throughout the rest of January. But
So
um,
that $600 sale, that was really good. That was a big lot of toy soldiers, right?
right.
So it's kind of nice. Was that a EIS or was that in Canada?
No, he was Quebec,
Oh,
which
Quebec.
yeah.
Nice.
So he wanted 12 toy soldiers, and he asked if I would make one listing. And I saw it. He said I'd offer $600 for those 12, which is $50 a piece. So some are probably 30. I don't know. Their first legion, so probably 40, 45 is the lower ones. Um, so he got a good deal. It was probably more of 8 to 900 worth,
Yeah.
like listed worth. Um, but I didn't mind putting them for $600. I thought I don't mind that. But anyway, what I was getting at was the Quebec is such reasonable prices.
For
Like
shipping, you mean?
yeah. So there was. So anyway, I'll just kind of back up. So there's a listing for 12. They're all in good condition. One had a little bit of paint loss on the handle of the flag because it's a soldier with a flag. But that was already described. But when I pulled out the little men to kind of take photos of them, I just didn't want to list the boxes. I kind of wanted to show it's in there just in case he was going to come back on me. Not that I really thought he would, but I just thought it should have everything. A little bit of everything. And when I pulled it out, the bayonet got a little stuck in the foam, and it just kind of arced it enough that a piece of paint flicked off.
Oh man.
But it's very small. It's very, very, very small. So, anyways, but I messaged him. So I said it's probably going to cost me. I think I said 25 to 35 bucks based on where you're living for shipping, but I'm only going to charge 15 because there is a flake. I said I described it, I put it in the description, and I took photo of it. If you want me to take it out, I will. But most of those guys got their own little paint, and he even messaged me. I'm not worried about a little piece of paint, but
it's good for you to disclose it for your
but
own
I
sake
disclosed
too.
it, and I also put it in the thing, but shipping was like
It's
15.90,
weird, eh? It's
right?
so weird. It's
Yeah,
like,
and I'm like, "Are you kidding?" And
yeah,
I'm
I
like,
know,
"I do this right?" And I'm
I
like,
know. Like a lot of my sales are to Quebec, and it usually is really good because usually it is cheap shipping.
"It's so cheap." Like, I don't know
'Cause
how they
it's
do
like,
it.
I don't know.
Our
It's the main
country is
route.
so weird in that each province is kind of its own system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, but I think shipping should be really like that's federal, isn't it? Like it should almost be, but
I
whatever
know
the reason is,
I
Quebec gets.
know they've improved it, but the joke I used to say, right, is it cost me the same to ship a Smurf as a board game. So once you got over a certain like weight size, it didn't really alter the cost of the shipping, right? So sometimes you can ship a big thing like you just did with all the
Yeah,
soldiers for not much more than something a lot smaller. It's just so funny, but
yeah,
um,
but still, it's totally $35 if it goes to Alberta. It could be higher if it goes to BC. If it goes to northern Quebec, like way up north, I've only sold a couple things that way up there, but it's like it would cost me like $50 to send it up
oh,
there.
I've sent things off the north coast of Quebec into one of those little islands up there, and uh, that hurt. Like if the worst case scenario, you could get one of those flat rate boxes. Uh, but I never have bothered to do it. But you could do that from
Well,
Canada Post if it's small enough.
well, it was a three-pronged hook that went to northern Quebec, and that was like 4 years ago or something.
Yeah.
But it was so it kind like it was a large cast iron hook. Um, but I don't know. It's I my guess is if I was to ship that to even Ottawa, it would probably cost me 20 to 25 bucks. Like it's a bigger box, right? There's 12 toy soldiers, and two of the boxes are almost shoe boxes, like because they had flags, so the flags
Yeah.
are very long. Um,
You think
it'll be
Ottawa
interesting.
would be the
It'll
same
be,
though?
but what's that?
You think Ottawa would be the same? We're on the way.
Yeah, like I'm gonna try that next time I get something like in that direction or just Ontario. Maybe I'll try to figure out the dimensions or something and try to give it just to see.
Mm.
But I'm pretty sure it's going to cost more than $15, right?
Mm.
Like it's going to be over 20 bucks. But anyway,
Oh, by the way, remember I said I sold something to Canada here in Ottawa?
yeah,
I put in the post.
yeah,
So it was
like
under 10. I couldn't be bothered. It was
yeah,
under $10. So it's like, screw it. But
but
yeah, shipping is still funny. But I had to actually, I increased my shipping policies by $1 because it's like it would cost, I charged 12 and it cost me 13 something. So it's, I'm just going to increase it by $1. Don't have to worry about it. I'll play with my policies a little bit sometimes.
one thing I do notice that if it is international shipping and it's going to Mississauga, it's cheaper to ship it to Mississauga. Like it might cost me $10, where if I was to ship it to someone in Mississauga, like not the warehouse, but an actual person, I think it's costing me like it'll cost me more. I think they might have that
Yeah,
address might give them a better rate. I don't know if you've
maybe.
noticed that.
Yeah, I've heard of that before. It's possible
Yeah.
because it's they're controlling. They know obviously the address of their own EIS place, so they might have made a deal, but I don't know.
The problem is I can't take it. I can't take advantage of that. I still have to charge $15 because I don't know who's going to buy it. The guy living next door buys it. It's going to be
Yeah.
$15. If they buy it or someone through their system buys it and it's $9, well, I can't take that chance, right? So I'm still charging 15. But
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I do have, like, as we talked about before, I do have zone rate tables. Uh,
yeah, but
but
this is
in the same city, would not affect how much I charge. I don't
yeah.
worry about stuff like that. It's like it's not like it's a surprise to them how much they're getting charged. Uh, like if it was like something stupid, like I charged 30 and it was 10, I might do something, but
Um
that has never happened.
yeah. I think the cost of things are quite high. I'm not getting the same amount of sales by any means that I was,
Oh no,
right?
no,
But international shipping definitely is a game changer in that it's giving me some, it is pushing up my sales for sure
yeah.
by over 50%. I'm
Well,
thinking,
50%. Like for me, it's around 25%, but I'm still very happy with that. So
well, yeah, I'm thinking probably 50% of my sales are going to be. I
wow.
mean, it kind of skews it a bit when one guy from Quebec buys 12, but I'm going to count that as one sale, like one,
Yeah, I'm
right?
just yeah. Either way, no matter what the number is, it's still a good thing. So no complaints there. But did you do any sourcing last week?
Actually, it's funny you asked that because I have not. I've got two calls for private calls. I just haven't returned their call. In all reality, it's only been a couple days. But they saw my sign at the store, and one of them was just yesterday, and the other one was a couple days ago. But I don't know. Steph just had an epiphany yesterday. She goes, "Let's go thrifting." She goes, "We haven't really done anything the last few days, week, I guess."
Get out of the house. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Well, I had showered." I just
That is for
I
going to the thrift
showered
store.
once this year.
That's an option for a thrift store. Believe me.
Just tease. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just like, oh, yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's go. And so we went, and I found two items. Yeah, I don't know. It was a bigger thrift store. It was a Value Village, and it was in London. I'm thinking it's equivalent to what you do. Anyways,
I've been
I
to those
got
thrift stores in London, so yes, they are big.
this.
I have actually been there.
So I got this jacket, and it's like probably one of the warmest jackets you could ever find. Like it's completely warm. It hangs below the waist. It's like a big kind of ski jacket with a nice fleece lining, inner lining that you could probably take out and wash separately if you wanted to. But on the back, and this is a bright yellow with light gray sleeves, but on the back was uh Grey Cup Festival volunteer.
Okay.
And it had one on there, and it was a Hamilton. It's Hamilton. So, and it has the official tag inside for the Grey Cup. It had a badge here. It had a on the back. So I would imagine they gave them out to these volunteers to keep warm, and they're yellow. So it was like brand new condition, dude. Like it was like brand new. Like this person wore it and then didn't wear it after the festival. Anyway, I went online. There's none for sale, but there was one, the exact same one. Someone's asking $300. I
Mm.
paid $20 for it. So I grabbed it. We have a lot of Tie Cats coming in because Hamilton's like 45 minutes from the store. Anything Tie Cat sells very quickly. So I might put 150. I might try 200. I might just throw it online for 200. Crush it down to, like, I don't know how long that other one's been listed, but it's a really nice. I mean, if you were to buy this jacket, it's probably a $400 or $500 jacket,
Yeah.
brand new,
Yeah.
like without the logos on it, right?
Yeah.
Just because it's so warm, but it's clean, it's big, like it's a really nice jacket. Again, yellow's not my color, but I'm not really into football that much where I would wear, like, I'm not into NASCAR, but I've sold NASCAR jackets. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
Um, but I think somebody that is a Grey Cup fanatic or someone into the Ticats football, they would love that kind of a jacket, right?
That's
So,
cool.
and it would definitely keep you warm, like, for sure. It's
Yeah,
very, and it's an extra large.
nice.
Yeah, so
So it's
it's
clean. It was a good
super clean.
price
Yeah,
and extra large.
yeah.
Like
It has all everything you want,
the
right?
big checks.
And
Yeah.
it's $20.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. Even I would know to pick that up.
Yeah, and but it's bright yellow. How does nobody see this? Like,
Well, maybe those people want to be seen. So,
yeah, I don't know. But no, I mean, like, how does nobody see it that's
oh, I
picky,
see.
right?
The only
Like,
thing I can think of is like maybe the volunteer thing might turn people off, but who
oh,
knows?
no,
You'll find the right customer.
they might even get in free. You go to a
Like
Thai
you can
cat, oh, just
imagine.
go ahead. You never know. But anyway, um, but it says Hamilton on it too, so that's good. Um, yeah, so I got that for $20, and then for $5 I got this glass dome. What do they refer to? Like a cloche or a clutch or something like that, you call it?
Don't even know.
Um, it's for like displaying stuff. You put something inside of it to keep it clean, but I mean, you could put something smaller, like a, I don't know, like a taxidermy frog or something, or a
Right.
butterfly display or something. But it's they're very collectible. I
Okay.
usually the bigger the better.
Mm.
But this one was really nice shape, and it's got a little knobby on the top, but it's all glass. It's right here, Carl. Like these things,
Yeah. Yeah. It's
right? But it's
exactly
not
like
plastic. It's
no.
actually glass, and that's what I paid for it. Five.
I think it's funny that you were just like talking about thrift stores just last episode, and then this is different than the ones you were talking about. This is Valley Village is big. I don't think they even have small stores.
Yeah, no, it's pretty big.
Actually,
Um,
those London ones I remember because I got some amazing ink cartridges. I think I got four of them, and each one sold for 150 to $200. So I've paid for my trip with a 5 minute like outing to Valley Village in London. So it was pretty
well,
fun.
there was eight cartridges there, but I've never sold them before, and I know that you've talked about them being like some of them you can't, like, you
It's
can't sell.
yeah, the inkjet, the HP ones. So I'm really when I say I mean toner, right? The big toner ones can be
Okay.
okay. But honestly, I haven't picked up a toner cartridge probably in a year. So I don't know what happened, but I never see them anymore. And I only pick them up if they're sealed. Because sometimes people open them and then
Yeah, I didn't look at it long enough. Other than I know that you've sold them and looked at them, so it might not have been exactly what you're saying. It was some sort of ink stuff for
you
sure.
still have to look them up though.
Yeah,
Because some are worth nothing, right? But
but they were sitting open on a shelf, but I just dismissed them.
yeah.
Um, but yeah. So we went. Steph got some stuff, and I got those two things, and there you go.
Yeah.
No
I'm always
toys. Like, I don't know what goes on because we sell Pokemon cards like crazy out of the booth, but they had so many Pokemon cards. They do the same thing we do. They just put them in little
yeah,
piles and then
yeah.
put them in a baggie and throw them on the wall. But there's so many. I quickly looked. They're all like 2024, 2022, 2023, that kind of thing. So, but if I saw something from, like, I don't know, 1998, or I think that's when they started coming out, right? If I saw
I don't
some
even
first,
know. But
yeah, if
they
I
got
saw
the one
first gen ones, then I'd grab.
when I see them they're often like energy cards, like just
Oh,
common nothingness. But what I find really annoying is the Valley Villages here put them back to back. So you can't like the back of the cards,
yeah,
they're both flipped. So
yeah,
when you look at you can't see what's inside. Yeah, and sometimes they make them so tight that people come along and they just rip them all open because they want to see what's inside the package, right? They're not
right.
going to blindly buy cards. So but they never learn their lesson. They keep doing it. So you can't look at the cards and they put it so tight that you can't even pull them apart. So they get ripped open all the time.
Well, I think that's the idea is they don't want cherry pickers. They want just the cards to be sold, but
I
they put
guess.
them at a cheap enough price. People should be willing. I know. I know. I used to do that in the booth. Well, I still do it in the booth, but I'm just okay. Let's put it this way. I know when I had put them in the booth before, people used to rip them open, but they don't seem to be ripping them open unless Steph's cleaning them up while she's working. But when I go in, they're not ripped open and cards all over the place like I had at one point. Like, got to the point where I had to lock them up, but now I don't know. They don't seem to be ripping them open. They just buy the packages. But
Pokemon cards, if you can learn them, they're really good. Probably one of the
yeah,
biggest selling items at the market, I think. But I don't sell them, so
it's crazy, and it's been going on for a long time.
Next gen.
Yeah, but Pokemon's cards been probably 25 years now. Anyway,
The perfect age for people in their 30s to start buying, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I like the little Tommy, like this PVC or whatever, the little figures, Tommy ones, and they can be really good, but I rarely see those. But and they can go for like $5, $7, $10, $20 sometimes. So
I think there's some right here.
Yeah, those look like they look.
I don't know if these are Tommy.
Yeah, I don't think those are Tommy. There's other ones that are kind of like they might have come in. Like in the Pokemon balls.
Okay.
They might have come in that, but they don't seem as collectible.
Because I haven't even looked at these yet. But
yeah,
how big should they be?
Size of your full thumb, I guess.
Oh, the full thumb. Oh, these are China.
Well, they'd be China for sure, but they would say Tommy on them, and they'd be like softer plastic. They wouldn't be like hard plastic. That makes sense.
These say RL. Should look them up. Probably not much.
Definitely look them up, but like I said, I'm not an expert anyways, but I know the Tommy ones. So, yeah, I didn't do much sourcing. I want to, if I have to ship something out, I'll make an excuse to go to Value Village. I picked up a board game that was worth my time. Like it's worth $50 to $60. I was like, okay, I'll buy it. But all the other ones were either like they wanted way too much and it wasn't worth that much, or like there was a cool model, but once I open that model box, and if I see any of it done, I'm just like, I'm done. I'm not gonna bother. So
I did find there was some like denim Levi's jackets. They actually look pretty good. And then there was a Wrangler, but they wanted like $40 or something for them.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, I'm actually just gonna look one up real quickly here, and I should have looked them up there, but I just thought $40. And I'm just thinking, but they could be.
I swear sometimes that they're judged on how much value and inventory they put out. So once in a while they'll put something out with like, this is worth $50 just to bump their numbers, even if it doesn't sell. You know what I mean?
Oh, I never thought of it that way.
I'm not saying they're doing that. I'm just saying that's my suspicion signs with those crazy numbers.
But it's great. Most of them are in the $40 range, but
you won't get that at a Value Village, though.
No, like I'm just going on eBay real quickly because I'm curious. But some are worth $150 to $250. So,
for Wrangler?
This is Levi's.
Oh, Levi's, yes. Okay,
I didn't do the Wrangler yet. Most of them are around $40 to $50. But that's it. It's weird, and it probably, if I looked at it closer, it would be, well, that's an XL. I was gonna say it could be size and condition.
Like I said, I see that the once in a while like stupid prices for stuff. I just chuckle and then walk away. Right. Sometimes people will rip those prices off. They're really upset. I've seen that.
Really?
Yeah. Not that often though. Different stores are different too, eh? They have different.
So it could be a Value Village, but it's a different one than the last Value Village, so it could be different. Is that what you mean, or
the customer base might be different?
Okay.
So the behavior is different. but I haven't done a run across Ottawa for all the Valley villages in a long time. Honestly, I have too much stuff here that I'll even at the market, I haven't even bothered to go and see if the people I normally buy off of. Didn't even bother because it's like I need to deal with this shit I got. So
There's a brand new Wrangler jacket on eBay, brand new one, Filson X Wrangler Wax Adventure, size medium, sold for $689.
Jesus,
Brand new.
sold,
What's that?
sold.
Sold. Most of them are under $100, but there's always that one off that just kicks you in the ass and says, "Hey, like,
Yeah, I know, right?
look for me, dummy.
You know
Spend
what's
all your
funny?
time looking for me."
I know. Waste your time for the
The one
Tuna
off.
Commons mask amongst all the garbage, right?
Well, you know what I really hated. Like, it was fun. I don't get me wrong. It's okay for half an hour or so, but and I guess maybe you do it as well at yard sales, but there's going to be something there. There's always. It's just by the end of the day, it's like fishing. You don't catch fish in each hole, but by the end of the day, you got enough for supper, right? So it's kind of that theory in yard sales. But when I went there yesterday, and in all fairness, I grabbed a couple things that I think will be fine. But you have to look through so much crap. Like I'm looking at the books and their spines are this big, and I'm looking.
Yeah, I don't do the books.
Well, you never know. You might find something. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah, for sure. I just not willing to spend the time to do it.
Yeah. Maybe I should. Maybe that was my downfall. Um,
No, it's
the
probably your
toys were.
strength.
What's that?
It's probably your strength. Because if you're going to spend the time to get there, you should be looking at everything as opposed to me. It's like I just do my areas and then I leave. And even then I miss stuff. I know because I scan. And I probably spend more time getting there and leaving than and going home than I actually do efficiently looking. So I think your way is actually better. But
Well, I'll tell you one thing that is a positive on thrift stores, and I wish I knew more about it. But it's clothing. Whenever I've gone to a thrift store, I've always found decent piece 2 or 5 pieces of clothing.
oh yeah, I would say the vast number of resellers are clothing resellers
Like resellers in general, or resellers that hit the thrift store are
who
clothing
are who are physically at the thrift store.
are clothing
Yeah.
because I mean that jacket at $20. You know what I mean? And still there. Like to me, that's a no brainer. Like
I think they just get so much clothing that
yeah,
helps a
they got
lot
to
too,
push it.
right?
Yeah,
And
there
let's
was
like
a
if you
piece of
go in the
gold.
store, like at least half the store is clothing. Now, a lot of that's women's clothing that most people don't bother with, but still.
There was a piece of jewelry I should have bought. It was $100, but it was gold. It was 14 karat gold,
Yeah.
and they wanted $100, and I'm like, that's got to be like with the price going up. But they were cleared out. There wasn't much stuff there, right?
Yeah.
There was 2 pieces of gold, and I think all the silver was gone. But I'm like, that's got to be pretty much to scrap price. Like
At
it's
least.
not that thick,
Yeah.
but it's only $100, and it doesn't take much to get to $100. Right. I remember just a piece of earring, just a little piece of earring was 35, and that was like 3 or 4 years ago, right? So
Yeah.
it's got I should have probably bought it for $100. I could have probably took it to and got 150 for it with scrap. Like but I don't know. I just didn't. If somebody was behind the counter, maybe, but nobody was there, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
somebody down.
Yeah. It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, but they were cleared out a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
Let me just do the silver of the week.
Well, silver price of the week. Yeah.
Silver price of the week.
I take a quick look at the watches, but not very well, I must admit.
So I think it went to 115 yesterday. It's at 109.31 Canadian, but that's down $2.38 from yesterday's close, I guess. Silver,
Yep.
silver of the week. What's that in U.S. dollars? I gotta scroll down to the U.
Yesterday I was cleaning up. I actually made a shelf. You know those jobs in the house where it's like you've been putting off, and then finally you do it, and it took you like 5 seconds to do.
Yeah,
That was me with like building a shelf down here that I brought back from the booth. So I built it, put stuff on there, and then I found this box full of CDs that I picked up for free. So I use the eBay app just to scan the barcodes. 99% of it just are going to be at your local Value Village here in Ottawa. If you're, but it's always funny. It's like you have to look at solds, because if I look on the buy end, there's always people trying to get $50 to $150 for these worthless CDs.
yeah.
I don't know why they do that, but they like almost every one. It's like they're waiting for like the obscure person who doesn't know any better. I don't get it. So and now like what I used to do is if I did find any souls, it's like, well, I'm gonna look at actives, and now like screw that. If I don't see any souls, I don't care, because it's like I got 100 of these things and they're gonna stay in my basement forever. So
U.S. dollars 77.43 silver right now. So there you go.
yep.
Yeah, I don't know. What else? What else can we talk about, Carl?
Not a hell of a lot.
Not a
Like
hell of a lot.
I'm basically in the same mode as I've been forever, which is like clean up, don't buy a lot of stuff. I checked the local auctions. There's nothing at all interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Not every week. Like I said, this week is kind of like things are starting up again, right? So
Well, there was an auction that I missed. Like even the auctioneer texted me like, "Scott, you coming out to this one?" And I'm like, "No, like it's not really my thing." It was a lot of glass, right? And
mm,
they had some nice pieces, but I already know who's going to get them. They're going to get them the people that don't care. They just want to outbid you. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like, so I don't want to go there just to get outbid. You know, like I can go there and bid people up, but then there's nothing I'm bidding them up for me to get. You know what I mean? Like I don't want the glass. So that's kind of my thinking on that one. Do I go this weekend? I think there's another one this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. I think 2026 the whole thing's going to end up changing, and I really need to work on what's here, because most likely I'm going to end up biting the bullet, heading back to work full time, and I don't want to get stuck dealing with a bunch of stuff at the same time. Like I don't mind having some inventory because I'll still have the boost for sure, but I just don't want to end work on a Friday just to go to work at home Saturday and Sunday.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, um, so I don't know. Yard sales are given, and that'll be coming up in a couple months. So I think I really just got to play it smart. Like I'm kind of being forced to play it smart because I haven't played it smart before. Like just to kind of work on it. Like I'm just looking around here, Carl, and I said this to Steph. I said, you know what? I said I could just take stuff and throw it in an auction. But like I got in a box somewhere, I don't even know where they are. But I have a bunch of Waterman pens and like fountain pens and different things. I said, so if I just took those alone, like if I was to throw them in an auction in a lot, like they're not going to go individually because there's going to be like probably 50 listings. You know what I mean? 35
Mm-hmm.
to 50 listings. So what am I going to put them in a lot? And I'm going to get $100 for all of them when one of them could be worth $100. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like what do I do? So that's not why I got them. Even though I don't have $100 probably in all of them. I've got them in different stages. Like, you know what I'm saying, Carl? Like,
Mhm.
I got to work through it. I got to get them. And
I also have a box of pens over there. So yes, I'm in the
I
same
don't
boat.
even know where my pens are. That's how
Well,
pathetic this is.
I think they're over there.
Yeah. But then I'll find there's another box I know, and there's tons of war medals in there. I just haven't got to.
That's me with cameras. Like I'm surrounded
Okay,
by
cameras. I've
cameras.
probably got about 20 to 30 cameras just sitting in a case over there. Like, yeah,
So that's what
it's
I'm saying. It's like I got good stuff here.
yeah,
But buying stuff is so much more
it
fun.
totally is, dude. Totally. I got video game stuff. I paid my son
Yeah.
to check to make sure is this one working and this one's not. This one's working. This one's not. Go through it. Well, now I got to go read through them because now that we moved, everything kind of got stashed in
Mixed
the
up.
boxes. Any of these uh, like these these little notepad things, sticky notes. They've fallen off or whatever. Like so now I got to go through all that video game stuff, and I got
Yeah.
like tons of video game stuff. If Jamie's listening to the show, he saw the video game stuff. Well, I went through a whole year since he saw the video game stuff. I went through a whole year of probably grabbing, let's just say, another 5 kind of systems and a bunch of games because we went through all the summer of yard sales. And I still have the ones I haven't even sold yet. Like I might have sold 2 of the systems at the store. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
still got so much video game.
And you don't know if they work either, right?
According to my son,
All the systems work.
no. Yeah, just working. That's an easy.
That's the problem, right?
No. It's fine.
I'm not saying he did that. I'm just saying some people do that.
Yeah. Well, then okay, and that's probably why I have all this stuff, Carl, because
It's a pain in the ass.
well, not just that, it's the trust factor. Do it yourself to make sure it's done right. You know what I mean?
There's that too, yes.
Right. So, um,
like I've been told, oh, just sell, Carl, just say it's working. It's like, that's not me. I was like, I don't want to do that shit.
well,
like,
I know at the store, I'm probably the only one that tests the video games
yeah, I know.
because I've asked a couple of people and they said they don't test. They don't even know how to. They don't even know how to do it. Like they're older. They haven't. They just know it sells. So
I don't like that. I hate that. Now that being said, I don't test CDs or DVDs.
yeah,
I just don't have time, man. Like
I'm not testing DVDs and CDs. If it's wrong, just bring it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if it's wrong, they paid $4 for it or $2 for a DVD. Like they'll be. It's not the end of the world. Like
what I
99.
will do is look at. I will look at it though, Carl.
Oh, I will look at the CDs. Just a quick look.
Yeah, just make sure they're not scratched.
But even then, like CDs are more like DVDs. I don't know if like I've ever come across a scratched DVD that, but like a CD for sure. They seem to be more sensitive. But I'll take a quick look just for
JFJ disc cleaner. So I'll just run them through that. Like I'll make sure that they're working.
I don't want to do that because I'm only selling them for a few bucks. So
yeah.
But with video games, it's different because the video games, like, when they're worth 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks.
Oh,
right?
God, yeah. You know what? I was watching Craigslist Hunter and I saw a disc there, Futurama.
Yeah.
PlayStation 2. How much do you think that goes for?
No idea.
Almost $300.
Jesus.
Look for it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, I'll remember that.
Futurama. It's not Pastorama, it's Futurama.
Well, I love Futurama, but
I think
isn't that a PS2 thing?
Isn't that a cartoon though? Isn't that?
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah. So it's just a video game based on that. So anyway, but there's 2 different types of Futuramas. So make sure you get the right one. You can.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Yeah, that is it for sure. There's 2. One's they're still okay if you're buying them for $10 or less because one's worth about $40, 35 to $45, and the other one is like $300. So
the biggest lesson I've learned with video games is make sure they're actually in the case.
Oh, for sure.
Open the damn case.
Yeah.
Every time I don't open the case, I get home and something else or it's empty.
Yeah.
So it's like, definitely. Lesson learned too many times. But
yeah, even just to make sure the right game is in there.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. Things are going pretty good. I got a bunch of comics. I just don't feel comfortable throwing them all in an auction because they're definitely not going to get what it's worth. You know what I mean?
Auction's
But
probably the worst
there is
way.
stuff that I would probably prepare to start getting ready for an auction and put them in an auction. So
Would any of this stuff make you excited if you found it at a garage sale?
probably.
Yeah.
um, but like for instance, those jeans with the Asian embroidered pattern on the back, like I got 150 for 2 pairs at an auction. I don't even think I can get that out of the booth.
Yeah, we all make mistakes like that, though.
So I'm going to throw these other ones in the. No, that's not a mistake. That's a good. That's positive.
Oh, you got that out of the auction. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I thought
Yeah.
you meant you bought.
So
Yeah,
like something like that would be better for an auction because you're right. And there's other things that you don't want sitting around too, like so maybe an auction. Plus, I'm also thinking because everyone's going to say, Scott, I thought you were going to maybe take them to like a special event.
Oh
But there's
yeah,
that too. There's that too, right? So that I can do that on the weekend, even if I'm working full time. So maybe I'll kind of divide it and start kind of having a game plan for different things. So, because
yeah.
that's a possibility as well. But I got so much train stuff and stuff like good high end brand name in the box train stuff. So like I just don't want to lose out on the really good stuff.
Hey, you have 2 private picks you haven't bothered calling back. What does that
Well,
tell
that
you?
in all fairness, one was just yesterday, Carl. So
Right.
you
But
know, and the other one was I can read you the text
oh,
because
by
it
the way, I
was
sold some wrinkle dogs, so I might get back some of my money for all those wrinkle dogs. You know what? I think that buy might have been okay. It's just that it felt bad at the time.
uh, old bottles, red rose tea figures, Corningware dishes, and corn flour, just to
Blech.
name some of the stuff. So the old bottles could be really interesting because that to me sounds like if you're just saying old bottles,
Yeah,
maybe someone passed away and you don't know. You know what I mean?
maybe. Yeah,
Um, but so there's nothing exciting there, but I like to still go because you don't know what else is there. These are things they find good. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So that's the one that's probably been about 3 days or 4 days ago. Um, so there's nothing like I got to get on top of this. Like there was none of that rush, right? But I mean that's just because of my attitude right now. But the other one was yesterday, and I'm just gonna have to call them back. So, but they're Woodstock, so they're not that far. Like 40 minutes. But so
Yeah, that's not bad.
yeah,
I
so
drive 40 minutes, right?
yeah, yeah. So we'll see. Just play it by ear. But
Cool. Well,
um,
do you want to go to the comments then? Like every episode doesn't have, not much going on. There's not much going on, right?
well, but it's just good to talk to you, Carl.
I know, but we see all the juicy stuff before the show. No, just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah, right. Eh? All right. Do you want to go first, or
Sure.
all right?
From Tina Mac. Darn, I missed the Smurf. Yeah, I had a bagpipe player Smurf. The funny thing is, the person who bought it says she buys every bagpipe Smurf she sees. I'm not even kidding. I don't know why. Let me know if you get another. Hoping to visit the market soon if the weather's nice. Yeah, it'd be great. Definitely come and say hi. Scott, we're the same age. Grew up on a
Oh,
farm too and had a motorcycle,
wow.
snowmobile, and my own cow.
Sister from another mother. Randy's a brother from another mother. So no, that's pretty cool. Yeah. No, your own cow too, eh? That's
Yeah,
pretty.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
So
Next time I'm gonna make fun of you for that, Tina. Sorry, I can't. Like you had your own cow. That's
so
fun.
like I like when we lived on the farm, it was a farmhouse. It wasn't our farm, but the owner, I think I went through this last time, but the owner had no kids, like the
Yeah.
daughter, and she was out married and stuff. So we are kind of like, he basically treated like his kids. And my brother and I did everything. My sister, I do have a sister, but she was younger, so by the time we left there, but as she hasn't, got to experience it quite the same way as us. Anyway, um, where was I going with this? Oh, but they had cows, and cows were, dude, they were so cool. Like they just come and eat out of your hand, and they're just like, you know what I mean? That's just kind of, I don't want to say lackadaisical, because if you called them, they'd come running over, but they're kind of like almost dopey-ish in a
Yeah.
way or something,
Well,
right?
they're not known for. They're cows.
They're cows, right? So
Like sheep might be dumber, but not by much.
the cows are, I don't know, like either way, they're just like, they could be Carl the lazy cow. You know what I mean? Like
What? What are you saying here?
lazy reseller. It's just like, I don't think they're dumb. Like they just had intention. They just kind of moped around and kind of did their own thing. But anyway, they were so much fun as a youngster, and they'd lick you and like your hands, and they're all gooey and
Yeah, gross.
yeah, but they were fun.
They're all snooty too.
Yeah, and then the guy. So my uncle, so I'm gonna say by marriage we would be related to the people down the road, but they had a big cow farm.
Right.
For that era, like, I don't know, they didn't have a huge, like what you would see in Texas or anything with hundreds of cattle, but they probably had 35 cattle, and they would milk, like there were milk cows, I guess. But we would go over there all the time, and they had cows there too. Like there was I don't know. I
Ooh,
was I
exciting.
was I was younger, like, but so make a long story. The thing is, it was kind of like there was like they owned the big house on the farm, but there was two
Yeah.
other houses on that farm, and their kids would live there who had kids our age. So we'd always get together, and either they come and visit us, or we'd be over there. And you know, you could throw a stone in. I mean, they're a little bit. You could throw two stones, pick it up, and throw it again, and then you hit their house. But um, they weren't that far down the road. So as kids, you just kind of, hung out. But it's just cows were cool. I love the cows, man. They were fun.
Wow. Okay. You heard it here first. Cows
Yeah,
number one.
yeah. But there you go. Had your own cow. Um. So continue, Carl.
Okay. So, yeah. I thought I'd just let you run on and on.
No, I don't know.
This
I'm
this
just
cow
what else?
story.
I,
We were
I
all excited to see
I
where it
think
was
I'm
going.
cowed out. I don't know.
Okay. You both laugh at my reselling room right now. I don't think so. Looking around, they made fun of me on Two Dogs Digs for my like one pile of bins, and now I have two piles of bins next to me.
Yeah, I see them there.
Yeah, they're like, and they're not short. They're like 5 bins tall.
Yeah.
Anyways, I got everyone's Christmas boxes and recycling wrapping paper for packing stuff. Oh, you're using the wrapping paper for packing, eh? That's kind of cool.
Huh.
I could see that. Like, I have so much craft paper because the neighbors would buy these board games and they would use so much packing paper when they shipped it to them. So but I can see that it's good, good reuse.
So answer me this, and I mean, Christmas paper would be the same as crop paper, but I'm just talking like the paper for wrapping.
Yeah,
Sometimes I think it's almost like, let's say I was to ship a toy soldier, it was in the box. I'd rather use craft paper and think it would be safer in a box
yeah.
of craft paper than in bubble wrap.
I'd be only worried about like ink transference, right? With wrapping
No,
paper.
no, but I mean just paper in general. I'd rather use that than a bubble wrap.
Oh, I see what you mean. For me, it depends.
I think it gives a little bit of give, but a lot of protection at the same time. Because sometimes too tight can be wrong too. Maybe
Yeah, I use both.
Yeah,
Like either I'm just using craft paper, or I'm using bubble wrap with craft paper around it. Because in my mind, and it's probably true, is craft paper is actually cheaper. So, and I have bubble wrap, but I don't have a ton, so I'm trying to avoid buying more of it. So,
yeah,
not that I don't use it, it's just I don't use it. I don't use it if I don't have to for bubble wrap. So,
yeah.
did that kind of answer like what we
Yeah, I
wanted
just
to do?
find it. I just in a lot of ways I think it's more secure than like I mean some things I'll still wrap in bubble wrap. Don't get me wrong, but I just find the craft like just paper in general. It can be the wrapping paper too, but I just find that paper just kind of gives it. It just feels in a weird way. Like to me, sometimes it feels more secure.
Oh, I
Like,
think you're right.
yeah,
I think, and it allows things to move around without getting damaged, right? Like
yeah,
bubble wrap, I use if I don't want like marks on the thing itself, right? Like if I'm a little worried that it might like hit a wall or get dinged somehow, I feel that's safer, but it'll rattle around if it's just bubble wrap, right? Where craft, it'll expand to the size of the box, right?
yeah.
So I think,
But it'll give a little bit of a give
yeah,
too,
which is what you
without
want.
yeah, a little bit, right?
A
So
little bit. Yeah. No, I agree with you.
it's resistance. It's like a rubber band rather than I don't
Like
know.
padding.
I
Mhm.
yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Okay. But
Uh,
no, that's a pretty cool idea. I never thought about that. Christmas recycling like the wrapping paper.
yeah, I didn't think of that either. I'd just be worried, like I said, of ink transference. Although who knows? Like it's probably I'm just being paranoid.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use newspaper anymore because that for ink transference, I would definitely be worried about that.
Yeah, I think that's different for sure. I think there would be that there. I don't think there would be that on the wrapping paper.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen a newspaper in years. So,
Well,
so
flyers.
we don't even really get those that often.
Well, when I went yesterday, Steph bought a couple teacups. So we wrapped them up and they had flyers there.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
They at the Value Village.
Yeah. So
Huh.
I know because Steph showed me this is how you're supposed to wrap it. And I'm like, now I feel like a little 2-year-old in front of the cashier. Like, you don't wrap it like this. You wrap it. Oh my. Anyway, go on.
um. Anyways, it's a disaster zone. I told my family they might find me dead under the pile.
Wow.
I just try not to trip on too much stuff. I sometimes fail. So
Well, it's interesting though. Like when you have that much stuff and you stop and think about, you know, even at $10 a piece, you know, 1,000 pieces is $10,000. You know what I mean?
I guess.
And some might be only worth $1 or two, but some is going to be worth $100. So if you, I think $10 is on the very lower end. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely not one of those guys who says everything is worth selling. Like there's someone I enjoy watching on YouTube, but I find he sells a lot of stuff worth like $5 to $10, $5 to $8. And it's like you're spending so much time on each item that you're just doing work without a really good return, right? I'm not one of those guys, but
well, it depends. And I'm going to
well,
go back
it
to your
is. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to go back to your comments where if it's something that takes 2 photos
Yes,
and throw
that's
in
the
a box
exception.
and send,
Yes,
but
like
I
if you're
think
trying to postcard, it's different, right?
it's different. But I think you and I have also another outlet now for you. But like this is kind of where I started, but in the booth, in that you can throw it in the booth. You know what I mean? You don't have the same time invested into
Yeah,
something.
there's something to say for throwing things in the booth. Yeah,
Yeah.
I try and be a little bit better though, because like I don't want to throw things in the booth that no one will ever buy.
Well,
And I have done that,
I think
so.
you have to be better on your buys.
Or just accept that there's no demand for stuff that you want there to be demand for.
Yeah. So then why did you buy it?
Well, you thought, oh, it's cheap, someone will buy it.
Yeah.
And the answer is no. No one wants that.
If I get a tray lot and I want 1 or 2 items on there, the other stuff has to go
one way or another.
one way. Well, it has to be thrown away. Like, it can't be something I want to spend time on. But outside of that, I think I am being a lot more pickier on my buys. Not that I had things bad in the past, but make sure it's not broken, maybe, or
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I don't want broken shit in my booth, right? I have done that before and labeled it, but it's like, why? No one wants this broken thing in here, and I'm gonna make sure that stuff is no longer in there.
And don't double mistake. If you bought something and you realize, oh shit, I made a mistake, why make another mistake by trying to get profit or
That's
money?
a good point.
Like,
yeah,
if it's not worth selling, it's not worth selling. So,
because you always hope,
you always hope. Well, if I bought it, somebody else will buy it.
Yeah, I know. Some other sucker will come along. Yeah, no.
But I think in the last couple of years I've really stepped back from that. And I don't know. I'd have to, I'm going to say something here, and then I know I'm going to go through a box and it's going to completely counter what I just said. But I think most of the stuff, and I'm not saying everything, but I'm going to say most of the stuff that gets clogged up in my booth or is something that I shouldn't be putting in my booth. I'm not talking about stuff that maybe I have too high of a price on and stuff. I'm talking about stuff that just shouldn't have got there. I think most of it came from tray lots.
Yeah.
Or with the exception of maybe glass stuff, because maybe I wanted to learn it, or maybe I thought, wow, it's got Royal Dalton on it, so it's a Toby mug, so it's got to be good. Somebody's got to want it. Well, you know what? You buy 20 of them, you might sell 8, and the other ones sit there.
For years.
So sometimes the best thing to do is just clear that out. Either donate it or throw it into an auction and then move on,
So let some other reseller buy it, yeah.
Yeah, or someone that collects Toby mugs or something still, but they're not going to pay more than a couple bucks. Like, I don't know. To me, just get rid of it, I guess. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling there. But she's told her family they might find me dead under the pile. Well, we hope not, Tina.
Yeah. Thank you, Tina.
Number 1 listener of the year, wasn't she?
I think I was, actually.
Well, whatever. No, but she had the most listenings.
Yep. Thank you, Tina.
Because Nuno thought he was, and Jamie thought he was.
It's funny, eh?
And now we know the truth.
Liars.
So we got a new commenter here. Jefferson Benz.
Hey.
It's good to see Jefferson here, and thanks for leaving a comment. Congrats on getting to 100 episodes. Love the show. Listen every week and have enjoyed your full back catalog.
Oh, God.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Jefferson.
Thank you.
Always great to hear of new listeners. So
yeah, awesome. Thank you for listening and commenting.
And any comments on reselling and stuff, please let us know. We'll read the comment. So very cool, very cool. And now
for YouTube, so it's Nova Scotia Celt, Randy. Carl, get the metal box cutter with a scoring wheel to resize boxes. I actually have one. It's not a box cutter though. It's just for resizing boxes. It's a great tool. I hate when I have to use it because it means that I don't have an appropriate size box, but I used it the other week because that can really save you money and time. If people don't know what they are, is it basically there's like a little wheel on it on the side, and you can adjust how high it is, and then you can score a box so that you can resize how tall it is. And obviously you want to do that if you're trying to save weight or dimensional weight, like how big the box is.
I have it's like a square ruler with a slide on it, and on the bottom is the cutter.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So I have one of those. It's not a box for me. It's not a box. There's no box cutter on it. It's just a
It's just
square
a
slide.
ruler with all the
Yeah, they're
contraptions.
not cheap, but if you can see one out there, I think it's for me. It's paid for itself.
I
But
think I got mine on Amazon for like 30 bucks or 50.
yeah,
For some reason, it might even been 15 bucks. It wasn't that bad.
no, I think I paid $30, maybe
Yeah.
40. But if you're selling a lot of larger stuff, it helps for sure.
And it keeps your box squared, more
Yes,
professional looking, where you
yeah,
don't have
because
one
yes,
size that, 10 inches and the other one's 5 inches.
yeah,
It can't, it keeps it all kind of, it keeps it the same height on all angles. So,
yeah. And when it scores the sides, it just makes it easier for it to bend. You're not like doing this. You're not bending the side, and then like instead of nice sharp corners, it's like a rounded. Yeah, it's
most of us that when we start, we use a knife to do the same thing. We're just scoring the
yes,
inner box to allow it to fold along that line.
yeah, which is good enough.
Yeah.
But once you do a few, you're like, this is
Oh,
one of those tools you get. And you go like, why did I live without this tool?
yeah.
Kind
It's like three
of
inch
thing.
tape. Why did I not have 3 inch tape?
Yeah. Oh, did I have my eBay tapes coming? That'll be exciting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just got a notification today. It was like, woo, tape. I have a lot of tape. I give sales a bunch because, but he's like you. He doesn't want to use it on the outside of the package because he's worried that.
That is not like me at all.
Oh, I thought it was you. Oh, it was
No,
someone else then. It was someone else. It was
I've
Sam
always
or
used
someone else.
on the outside of the package because
Okay.
I think it looks more professional and it lets the person know that it's the eBay package. But Siraj didn't like it because he felt like if it was left on the porch and it
Yes.
showed that it was an eBay package, it might be more apt to
Attractive.
get stolen, right? But
Yeah. I think he's totally wrong because I don't understand why someone would be more attracted to an eBay package rather than an Amazon box or any
well,
other box.
I think it's just the idea that it could be another box and it screams like it could be a box of flyers that you didn't want or something. I don't know. But
I
eBay
guess.
tells you it is something's in there. I understand the concept. I don't okay, let's put it this way. I've never had a problem and I've always used it. Like
Yes.
I'd say always used it, but I can't remember back when I didn't use it. You know what I mean? So
The number of stolen packages I've had over the last 5 years, I think, is maybe two. And I don't even know if they were stolen. I have no idea because I
yeah.
bounced it back to eBay and they dealt with it.
Because
So
if it shows delivered, you don't have to worry about it.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we don't even know what happened in those cases. So
Well, Randy continued on there with a couple more words.
come on, man, live large.
Come on, Carl.
For the box recutter, we're actually trying to live smaller. And yes,
Well,
I have not splurged on my new box cutter yet. It's still sitting here in front of me. I'm in the thing of like, well, maybe I'll fix it stage. It will not be fixed.
well, we have Cheryl,
Hey,
who was a frequent listener. I mean, outside of unless she had to work that weekend, sometimes she was very busy, but she would always come to the Sunday night show. Right? I mean, that's when I hear comments from like people that used to come on that Sunday night show. I like, oh man, because it's like we should probably do that because I miss them. You know what I mean? We've been doing that for so long, so it's always nice to hear from them. So, thanks for coming in here, Cheryl, and saying Happy New Year to us, and all the
yeah,
best to you and yours in 2026. So,
back
back
at
at
you.
you, Cheryl. Thank you so much. I hope all's going well, and you're cutting lots of hair because she was like into the makeup and hair
Oh,
thing
okay.
on film sets.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. So, um, yeah, always, you know, it'd be nice just to kind of hear and make sure every once in a while, just make sure you're okay and everything's going well. And I like to hear the comments. So thank you for that.
Yeah,
So,
thank you, Cheryl.
um, when we did the show on Chris, she was in there as well. And, so that's good. And, that's it. That's all we got.
Yep. another week, another year, another box of crap I haven't listed yet. Still in their Value Village bags.
Yeah.
So time marches on.
What's on the agenda this week?
Nothing. I might list something. That'd be nice.
I got a list.
Uh,
I got to get.
clean the basement
Oh,
because I'm tripping over shit, and it's not good. So, and I need to prep some more stuff for the booth. I haven't really brought any new inventory to, except for the occasional small little things. I got like the other week I said I picked up some stuff in Valley Village, was McFarlane figures.
yeah.
None of them. One of them was okay, like at $20 or $30 figures. The other ones were like 5 to 10, but you can kind of tell when you see them because they tend to be a bit more. You can articulate them a bit more, and they're slightly better. But yeah, that's it. You?
Probably gonna head back to the booth. I haven't been to the booth in probably, dude. I want to say it. When I look back and I'm like, if I'm gonna say this out loud, like I kind of feel embarrassed, but I think it's been about 3 weeks since I've been out there.
Yeah.
But
Empty.
sales are great. I just think just Christmas and everything, and has it been 2 weeks for sure? I think it's been closer to 3. So I got to get out there. It's probably a mess,
Yeah.
but I've had great sales. I'm ahead of where I need to be at this time. So that's good. So anyway, um, I know I'm gonna have lots of space to put stuff. So I need to look after that. But I kind of been busy. I worked on that second book. I got the first draft complete. So I got 2 books ready to go now. So not completely ready for the next step of publishing them, like self-publishing. But I mean, that's been fun too, and it's been taking some time. But I really enjoy doing that, and it just kind of gives your brain something different to work on.
Yeah, that's good.
Um, so um, yeah, so we'll see. I don't know, just kind of that kind of stuff, just kind of the regular thing. So, um, but yeah, clean up. I mean, the smart thing to have done years ago was to keep on top of everything that I'm bringing in, but it's gotten to a point where there's probably going to be some big changes coming up because of all the changes in 2025. That I think it would be the smart thing to do is to not bring too much more in or any more in, but just to work on what's here. So that's probably what I'll do for the rest of the week. Concentrate on that. I doubt I'm going to go to the auction, but if I see a bunch of stuff that I really think I can pick up for cheap, that could be something I end up doing. I don't know. But I know there's going to be more auctions around the corner. I got to keep thinking that. I mean, that's one of the things too, Carl, not to keep rambling on, but it has been a short show right now. So we're just kind of filling in some space. But I'm thinking, like, okay, you go grab more stuff that's cheaper and you bring it in. Well, now it's going to be distracting me from doing what I should be doing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just more stuff that's going to take up the same amount of time to work through, but it's not working through what I should be working through. So
it gets in the way too, right?
But it's fun.
Buying stuff is fun.
It's crazy fun. But yeah, I think really should be looking forward to clearing this stuff out for no other reason that in no time at all, just a few months, we're going to hit yard sale season. And that's really where you find your crazy items. Like, because there's no, like, if you get there first, there's really no competition. Like, you're not beating someone else or getting beat up by someone else over the same item that you both want. You kind of just have to get there first. You know what I mean?
There's more luck involved. Yeah.
Well,
Like to go to the right one at the right time, right?
Yeah, I mean, but
I don't think there's a skill.
there,
Don't get me wrong.
there's no. I don't have to fight somebody for that item. It's
No.
just I got here first. It's my item.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the person just wants to get rid of it. But anyway, it's a different animal, and that's where you find your diamonds in the rough for real. Like, anywho, that's about it.
Sweet.
All right. Thanks everyone. Talking over.
Hey, have a good week, everyone. We obviously do not do New Year's goals because I don't believe in them because I never follow them, and they always sound great when you put them on paper, but unless your process is unless you actually change something,
Well,
like,
January. I've made a New Year's resolution that in January 2027 I'm going to go to the gym.
no, 2027, yeah, only 1 year from now.
Yeah,
good man.
yeah. So, anyway, all right. Have a good one, Carl. Have a good one, everyone. And we'll see you next week.
Bye, everyone.